All right, we got part 2 of the drag AE86 and the updates we've been doing to it. Check out all the latest things, all the tubes we had to cut out from inside the car, front suspension components that we had to cut out, and just getting it ready for all the updates that it needs for to be ready for next year. So it's all looking good. It's been a lot of work cutting all that stuff out. Always kind of sucks cutting out old tubes that aren't necessary. Then you got to grind all the paint and make sure everything looks, good so you could weld all the new stuff in. But yeah, check out the video now, and we got all the updates coming up. Check out this old picture I found back in I want to say it was like 1990, probably 7 or 8, when we went to Puerto Rico to race the car. That was the original wheelbase, the original paint job it had, and it looked good. Body was straight. One thing about that body, it's super clean. Quarter panels are nice, and steel fenders there and all that. But time for 2022. Here you see the 1-inch bar that's on the driver's side that is too small. That needs to be 1.25 inches minimum. So we're getting that out of there so we can get the 1.25 inch bar in from here back to take the place of that bar. Then we're also going to add the 1.25 inch here as well. So it's got to grind the paint off, get this bar in, take off the excessive material from the 1-inch bar that was there. So get that done. We're probably going to add another seat bar here. I think I mentioned that in the last video, just to protect the driver. I'm going to go a bigger tube, thicker tube, probably a 90 wall thickness. A lot of this stuff is 058 is what SFI recommends, which is pretty standard on a lot of the stuff. Main hoop and things like that are 083. So here I'm going to add a thicker tube, just again to protect the driver. God forbid something ever happens from the bottom side, we got protection there just to be as safe as we can. So we'll get this bar out. Still got to get the dash out, cut this bar out of there. So we'll keep moving. Alright, you can see where we got these 2 bars cut out here. Cutting this plate next, and got this other support bar out of there. Just realized that this whole entire X needs to come out. I thought this tube was 1.5 inches, and it's not. It's 1 3/8. So I'm going to cut this support bar, this X bar out there, and then I'm going to leave the rest of the X, cut out this bar, and then get a new bar put into place there. And then once I get that back into place, you'll see all the tacks that are there that I got to cut out. You got a tack there. I already started cutting on that one. These are in a worse spot, so you got a tack down there as well. So leave the rest of the X to support the chassis to get that bar back in, and then I'll cut the X out. I already cut that tube out, as you see over there, and keep cutting. I'm gonna cut the drive shaft hoop out next as well. That's way too small, and keep cutting and getting tubes in. I already got some chromoly over here set up that I'm going to start fitting. So I got some 1.25 inch there, 083. And I got some 1 3/8 here that I'm going to put another support bar here on the seat just to add some more strength, and then I'm going to get the 1 1/4 that needs to go here back into that tube, and then the funny car cage bar that's going to put that. So I'm going to work on that as well today. Alright guys, so here's what we got done for today. I had to bring out the big gun because the other battery powered saw I was using just wasn't going to cut it. I was going to end up screwing up that saw, so brought out my electric one there. And so we got this bar cut out here. There was a bar connected from here to there that wasn't really necessary. That was from the old chassis when before it even had the funny car cage. So we got rid of that. What I'm gonna do now is gusset the actual chassis. So I'm gonna get a bar to go from here up to here somewhere. So in case we want to change the tubs later, I can go to a bigger tub and I'll have plenty of clearance. So I'm gonna X the chassis there. Same thing for the other side. Support the chassis there. We cut out the drive shaft hoop that was in there. That was way too small of a tube. And we got this X bar out, and we got this main chassis bar out that was tack welded like I showed you guys before. So we got that out. Now we'll get the bigger tube in there as well, and on our way. So I'm not gonna cut this X out yet. This is gonna stay until I get this lower bar in. Once I get this lower bar in, then that'll support the chassis and tighten everything up down here. I will cut this out and then cut out this tube also, and then replace this entire X on the door, and gonna start fitting bars over there on the driver's side as well. So that's our next step. And here's what we got done in the front end. So we cut off all the upper strut bars that were mounted here. They're the braces for the strut, top of the strut mounts. And what we're gonna do is, like I told you guys before, we're gonna put the car back to factory wheelbase. So these were the mounts that we added when we lengthened the wheelbase. You can see that one up there actually. And then these are the actual original mounts for the stock wheelbase, which are back here. So when we stretched the car back in the day, back in like 1999, whenever it was, we went 7 inches forward. So we're just gonna go back to the original mounts, add a mount there, and then move our top strut mounts back, and get back to the original wheelbase. And just to compete in the old school, that Orlando race just passed the World Sport Compact Challenge, and man, that old school class was really awesome to see. So we're excited to go race that class. One of the biggest things is in the 16 car field there was 15 rotary powered cars and only 1 piston powered car. So we hope to compete in that class and definitely have a good time, and you know, make some piston versus rotary drama again, which is what always gets the crowd going. Nobody wants to see an all rotary field, so we need some Toyota powered cars back in there, and that's exactly what we plan on doing. So give you guys, there's some more updates I'll show you guys in the next video. We've been working on the firewall, the dash, got a lot of tubes in there as well. So stay tuned and you guys will see what we got going on next. Take care. Say bye, Stella.
Bye.